Hello, my name is Maxime Xavier and welcome to my studio. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I started painting from about this high, and I think one of my first oil paintings was probably this one, which is a copy of a Monet. I'd taken myself off to London to the National Gallery, and as I walked into the room, I could see this beautiful painting across the room, and I walked across, and gradually all the images on it seemed to fragment. And I'd never seen any painting like this before, and it was French Impressionists. I've never seen it before. So I took myself off to the shop and bought the postcard, and when I got home, I think I got the canvas from a jumble sale and the oil paints, and I copied it. And that's it, when I was about 14. It's not exact, but it's, for a 14-year-old, I think I can be forgiven. So it all started from there. So I was self-taught. So I kept copying lots and lots of different paintings. I've copied hundreds of paintings, from Kandinsky to Monet to Frans Hals, loads and loads of paintings. So, and I think indirectly it taught me all different techniques and things. And I can paint in any medium as well. So that's how I started, and I just carried on doing that. Today, I've got a lot of my work in this book that I've just bought out. It's called The Hidden Hearts, and it has 31 oil paintings and 31 poems that I have created. I didn't actually know that I could write. Being dyslexic has always been very difficult for me. That's why I didn't go to art college, because in my days you had to have maths and English for some reason to go to art college, and I could never get that, so I never went. So I did all the poems, and I didn't know I could write poems at all. I'll just quickly flick through that, and you can have a quick little half look at some of the pictures and some of the poems. When I was writing the poems, I used to have people coming into the gallery, and they'd look at these hidden heart pictures and ask me to describe them. So like this one, which is called Soul's Recall. And I'd describe it to them, and they'd say to me, well, why don't you write it on a card underneath? And I'd say, because I can't really write. And then I discovered that I could actually do poetry. So much to my computer's dislike, because every other word had a red line underneath it, and whenever I finished a poem, there was smoke coming out of the back of the computer. And it went to several good friends of mine that checked it over the spellings before it went in here. So this book, I'm selling it, and it's $29.99. It can be found on my webpage, all the details of how to purchase the book. I'm hoping to do some videos as well about all of my paintings, and I'm going to be doing poems. I'm going to read out some poems, because it's very hard for me to read out, so I'm going to actually have a go at reading out poems, my own poems from my book as well. And then I'm going to do some videos which are going to be about art and how painting techniques are and things, and problems that people have with paintings. So I'm going to go over those, and a question and answer thing I'm going to have on YouTube. So I'm really looking forward to doing all of these things. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed listening to me and seeing a couple of my paintings, and I look forward to seeing you again.